On May 15th, Uranus is transiting into Taurus. Now basically, Uranus takes approximately 84 years to come to a full circle. Now this slow-moving planet's transits are very long-lasting, and each transit almost takes its time to unfold. As Uranus transits a point in our chart, the retrogrades back over it and then it hits again in a direct motion. It imparts its own special wisdom upon the point in question to the areas of the lives of the parts our psyche rules. So how Uranus affects our life depends very much on whether we resist its influence, we try to work with the planet of independence, liberation and enlightenment. So Uranus brings in liberation, independence and wisdom and enlightenment. Now while Saturn slows down our inner clock in order to be structured and get organized, or in order to persuade us to face reality, Uranus on the other hand speeds up our tempo in order for us to consider taking risks and making changes, so we need to take decisions faster. Now whichever part of our lives or our psyche that Uranus touches, especially by the hard transit, is an area where we begin to feel restless and dissatisfied with any routine or the status quo connected to it. Now our consciousness regarding these part of ourselves and our lives is accelerated to the point that others might consider our actions or our reactions hasty or rebellious. If mishandled, we may act in inconsiderate and brusque ways. That means at times we come out to be very rude because it is somehow touched that nerve or that chord which is very sensitive to us. So transiting Uranus actually acts to disrupt, change and redo whatever it touches. Uranus frees us from thinking inside the box and offers us opportunities for reaching out and trying something completely new. That is the time when actually sometimes you move on in relationships, you change your jobs, because you come to a reality check where you actually want to do something new and not be stuck in the rut. Now when the mind is working like that, you will see our day-to-day actions and reactions turned to be actually very caustic. Sometimes our words inadvertently may be rude and we may not realize it. Now this is when the Uranus is transiting and touching those chords in our life. Now while Saturn, now why am I talking about Saturn? Because it's very closely connected. Now while Saturn is slowing us down, Uranus is speeding us up and is offering us chances to take some risks and to experiment with totally new ways of living and interacting with others and our environment. Uranus is a forward-looking and does not have patience with the mundane. It does not have patience with lifestyles or attitudes that are attached to the past or are traditional. That's why we say the other person may be normal, but suddenly we pass this remark that the attitude is pissing me off, or I am feeling claustrophobic in an environment. Now transiting Uranus shakes up and offers us a chance to be more aware of our individuality. Uranus doesn't accept stagnation, nor does it accept restriction. Personal freedom is highlighted here. Transiting Uranus acts to awaken and to make us aware of our feelings of being restricted and constricted. So Uranus surprises, jolts and stimulates us. So even a person whom you've actually seen who's very secure in his environment and does not like too much of move or change, suddenly talks about a change. Now that is the Uranus affecting when it is happening. Now basically, to know exactly how Uranus is going to help you or how Uranus is going to be touching which part of your life, it's very important to make your natal personalized chart, because we need to know whether Uranus is in conjunction with the Sun, or is it transiting with the Sun, or is it sextile to your Venus, or where is the Saturn placement. So these permutations and combinations are what will actually point out to how it is going to affect you personally. But as far as the knowledge is concerned of what the Uranus does when it is transiting, I've already given it out to you, and I'm very sure it will going to benefit you, because you need to know why the changes happen or what is it that stimulates you into making a change.